everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Girl from Schenectady podcast. I am your amazing host, Odunayo Magic Kodumi, aka Ayo Magic, the girl from Schenectady. Hope you guys are doing fantastic. I know this is my first podcast in 2025 because it's been a really busy year, but I'm so happy to be back and I have an amazing guest with me today. But before I introduce her, let me tell you a little bit more about her background. So, she is, let's pull it up real quick. There it is. So she is an actress, writer, singer, and public speaker. She was born and raised in Columbus, Ohio, and her love for the visual arts began at 5 years old when her grandma took her to see her first play. Her career began at age 11 when she decided to call every theater in the yellow pages until she found one that was holding auditions for kids her age. She's currently residing in Los Angeles, California, and she's known for her animation voiceover work for popular shows such as LOL Surprise and Rainbow High. She can also be seen on major television and print ads such as Alcon, Coca-Cola, CVS Beauty, JBL, and much more. Her film work is on Netflix, Amazon Prime, and has recently written and starred in her first series. And she also has a podcast called A Great Life, which is building momentum. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Miss Paris Charday. Hey, lady.
Yeah.
What's up, girl?
What's up, girl?
So good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Listen, so your husband was here for my last episode.
He was,
and
yep.
he's in the room too. So I can't pretend you're not here, but we had a good time, and I just had to get you on this sofa because let me tell you, you two are amazing. Like, you guys just blow my mind with like just everything. First of all, what you're doing, how you present yourselves, how you guys show up, how you're punctual. I'm trying to be like you, honestly.
It's him.
It's him?
It's him.
Really?
Yeah, if it wasn't for him, I don't know. I was never on time. I'm on time because of him.
Yeah, and I consider myself a punctual person.
Yeah.
But whoa, I've been struggling lately. Like, things just happen at the last minute. Like, I'm just like, my phone will ring or I'll forget something and I have to go back in the house and get something. Like, it's a struggle, but I'm getting there. But yeah, you guys rock. You guys are amazing.
Thank you.
So I wanted to start with a quote because I love quotes. And this is a good one. I might have used this one before, but it's one of my favorite ones. So I want to get your opinion, see what you think.
Okay.
So it says, the most common way people give up their power is by thinking that they don't have any. By Alice Walker.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
Me too.
Yeah, I agree. I think your power is in understanding your worth in the current moment.
Yeah.
That what you have is special.
Yeah.
And if you're willing to work your gift will work for you.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I love that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so good. Yeah, I just love the part where she's like, the most common way people give up their power is by thinking that they don't have any. So if you're not believing you even have the power,
Right.
you're like, you're what's the word, weakening yourself without even knowing. Like, you have to believe it up here.
Well, yeah,
right?
because the scripture says, as a man thinketh in his heart, meaning, where's your heart posture?
Yeah.
Are you in a place of like believing you're just not enough? Because then that reflects in your reality.
Yes.
But if you really, it doesn't, it just starts with you. I mean, there's quotes all day like, build it and they will come. Consistency is key.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that quote. I think it's really good.
I like it too. I like it. It's a good reminder. I don't want to give up my power, so I have to remind myself how powerful I am.
I have to do it all the time.
Yes. Yeah, because we're powerful beings.
Absolutely.
And we have to realize that we really have a lot more power and control over our lives, over ourselves, over our circumstances. We have more power and more control than we think sometimes.
Yeah.
Because we let things overwhelm us and we get crazy like, oh my God.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? But I'm like, no, I got power. I got this. I can handle this. You know?
Absolutely.
Absolutely, right? I love it. Okay. This is going to be good, girl. I'm excited. All right. Here we go. Anyways, because you're amazing. Because I know we're gonna talk about your podcast, but I've been listening to your podcast, and I'm just like, it's so inspiring, and I know you're blessing so many people, and I'm one of them. So thank you for doing that.
I would never know, but that's amazing.
Yeah. But I'm glad we're talking about this because that's my first question is what inspired or motivated you to even start this podcast, A Great Life podcast?
Oh, that's a great question. I don't know. Like, so my husband Abai, he was on production, so I just had a lot of time on my hands.
Ooh, okay.
And so one day I just sat in front of the camera on the couch and I was like, I don't know. I didn't know what I was just trying to do, like some shorts or whatever. I'm like, let me try to get on this social media thing.
Okay.
And then at the end of it, I just ended up saying, because you deserve to live a great life. And so I did a few of them. And then Abai was like, you should keep doing those. I was like, you think so? He's like, yeah. And I was like, but he was like, yeah, make it a podcast. And I was like, but what would I call it? And he was like, A Great Life. And I was like, oh, I love it.
Oh my goodness.
And now I'm obsessed.
Yes. Oh, I love that. So simple. So he must have heard it. So when you were saying it, it's like it came to him and he's just like, yeah, A Great Life. That's the name of your podcast.
Yeah, he's like, yeah. I'm like, because you deserve to live a great life. And then I'm like, but what would it be called? He's like, A Great Life.
Yeah.
I was like, I like that. That's a vibe.
That's so good. See, I love that. I love when it's like the Holy Spirit just like drops things, right? And you just never know what it's going to become and how it's going to bless people. But
It's true.
It's so good. And
It's
I'm
true.
so glad you're doing it. And I hope you keep doing it. Seriously.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome, sweetie. Okay. Well, moving on. Let's see. So I got more. I got some more juicy questions here.
I love that you got the little cards.
Yeah, because I mean, I could memorize them, but I don't want to forget important things.
No, I get it. It's great.
Yeah, it's my best way to stay organized. You know what I'm saying? But I always have questions in my head anyways. I mean, if I didn't have the cards, I'd be like, okay, go. Well, let's talk about this, But it helps me. But so this one is about the entertainment industry, which we are all part of the entertainment industry.
Right.
It's filled with so many ups and downs, let
True.
me tell you. So being an artist today in the entertainment industry can be very stressful and full of rejection. How do you stay grounded and keep pushing forward?
I mean, I don't really have a plan B. So it's just kind of like, hey, I'm going to have a down day, but as long as I got an audition to do, as long as I just keep believing that this is my path, then I have no choice but to wake up and get back to it.
Yeah.
It just is what it is,
Yeah.
But also just learning not to take it personally. Just because I don't get a role is nothing against me.
Right.
Because I know I'm dope.
Yeah.
But that took a while.
Yeah.
But like, I'm good.
Yeah.
There's factors that play against me that I can't control. Maybe I'm too tall.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm not light enough. Maybe my hair is too kinky.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Who knows? Yeah.
Yeah,
you never know.
But when it's for you, it's for you. And I've seen that. So you just gotta stay the course and realize that you're going to go really far. You just can't give up.
Yeah, I agree. Wow, that's so good. And it's like that confidence in yourself as an artist, like just knowing that you have it, It's so funny because I was talking to one of my friends earlier today and I was telling him, I was like, we have this habit of like numbing ourselves down sometimes. We never know how amazing we are, and like I was telling him, one of my friends was like telling me like, oh, I'm so proud of you, you've done so many things. And I was like, I have? Oh yeah, sure, thanks, I appreciate that. I'll receive it. Sometimes like I have trouble receiving when people are like, you've done a lot. I'm like, I'm not where I want to be actually, but
yeah,
but thank you, that's a compliment.
But you know what, we were briefly house hunting, like trying to get some property.
Yeah.
And then it just seemed like we would see something and be like, oh, well, maybe if we were willing to spend this much, we could get this. And and you start to realize, we start laughing because I was like, it's never going to be enough.
No.
It's never going to be enough.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, you are doing a lot. You've accomplished a lot.
Yeah.
And it has to be a big deal to you.
It has to.
Or else
I
it'll
agree.
never be enough.
Yes.
So you just got to get to a point where everything's a big deal. And we talk about it. I'll be like, you know what? Like tomorrow's Easter, for instance.
Yes.
And I'm like, we're going to put on some bright colors and we're going to go to church.
Yes.
And he's like, I didn't grow up like that. I'm like, well, I did. And I'm going to keep this tradition alive. Because if I don't make it a big deal, then it's not a big deal.
It's not a big deal, right? Wow. That's so good. Ooh, girl, you throwing some gems today. But it's true. You're right. Okay, I have to think of it that way. You're right.
Like you're doing this.
Yeah.
Look how much effort it takes to do this.
Girl,
it's a big deal.
It is.
Like you're dope, and that's a specific calling on you. Because like I don't have the calling to want to sit and get to like know people through interview style.
Yeah.
I love doing my podcast, but nothing in me is like, I want to interview. Like, that's specific to you.
Yeah.
And like how bright and amazing you are. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a big deal.
Don't make me cry today.
But it's true.
Thank you, sweetie. Yeah, thank you so much. And it's funny that you see, this is what I'm talking about. You're saying to me what I'm doing right now, and I'm not even thinking of it like it's a big thing. Like, I'm just talking to people.
Like, you had to schedule studio time. You got to get an editor. You got to come up with questions.
Yeah.
You got to care about people you don't know. Come on now.
It's true.
You had to get dressed.
That's true. To get here,
leave the house
here in traffic, like
in LA.
Right. Exactly.
It's a big deal.
True. It is a big deal. Girl, listen, because, I live in gratitude. I've said this before. Gratitude is the name of the game for me. And every day that I just get to wake up and do anything, I'm thankful. So the fact that I woke up, I'm breathing, I'm sane in the membrane, I have a car to drive somewhere, I have a roof over my head. I'm like, I'm good. Everything else doesn't matter. You know what I mean? It. Yeah. So the fact that I just can do that alone is like a million. So this is just like icing on top of the cake. You know what I mean?
Seriously.
Yeah. So thank you though. Thanks for saying that. Because I'm a people person too. I love people.
You are.
Yeah, I am. I just love people. I love talking to people. I love getting to know people,
Yeah,
so that helps
That's
too.
a gift. People don't like people.
It's true.
But you do.
It's so true.
But you do.
It's so true.
It's a big
You're
deal.
right. You're right. I have my days too sometimes. I'm not going to lie that I don't like people though. Some days I'll just be like, I'm not feeling this person. I'm not feeling you, but overall, I do love people. I love humanity, and we're all in this industry, and I just feel like we need to feed each other's soul. This is what keeps us going. You know what I mean? So I love that. Okay, girl, moving on. I love it. Thank you, sweetie. So this question is actually based on my experience, and I'm wondering if you've experienced this.
Okay.
I've experienced it quite a few with women that are not in my life anymore. Thank you, God. You took them out of my life. But it's an important thing that I think a lot of women might, struggle with. So here goes. It's called basically about bitter jealousy. Some women are threatened by other women's success, so they insult or pull apart that woman's weakness to make themselves feel better. Have you ever experienced this by another woman, and how did you respond? So basically meaning you have a girlfriend and you're doing amazing things, right? Like you are right now. You're successful. You have a podcast, maybe you're winning awards, you're booking stuff, and your friend is like, maybe she compliments you and she's like, oh, congratulations, but you still didn't lose that 20 pounds though, huh? You're still working on losing that weight, huh?
Wow.
But congrats, but you winning. That's good. Like that. So kind of like a backhand compliment.
Wow.
And I've had women do stuff like that to me. Like they might compliment, like, girl, you're doing it. You're doing everything. You're doing this, and that. Oh, so have you paid off your car note yet? You're still paying off that car, huh? Like things like that.
Wow.
Yeah. Like, and it will be like immediately, like after they compliment me, like 2 seconds later, they'll try to pick out like my weakness or something I'm struggling with. Yeah. Has that ever happened to you?
Not that I could think of off the top of my head.
Just me?
But you know what? The way I grew up, you got to be ready to clap back.
Yes.
So even if it did happen, I probably snapped back with something so crazy.
Yeah.
It was just like, maybe I made it a joke or, just riffed them back. I don't know. You're not going to come for me. I ain't going to come back.
Exactly. Yes.
But I don't think those girls are your friends if that's happening to you.
They're not in my life anymore.
Okay.
These are women, thank you, God, the women in my life, because I'm very big on women supporting women, very big on it, that I can't, if a woman even shows an inch of jealousy, I block them. It turns me off. Like, I'm immediately start to pull away. Yeah. Because I can't deal with that. And hopefully they're listening to this podcast, because I have some friends that I had to pull away from, and I'm sure they're wondering why. I didn't really like give them a full explanation, but I just had to kind of distance myself. And it's nothing to be mean to them, but if for me mentally and for my safety, I don't feel safe around women that act that jealous and threatened. And I literally mean that sometimes jealousy can be harmful. They may not mean to harm you, but they could say or do something to you out of like being jealous that could harm you somehow. Does that make sense?
No, it's true. And I'm sure I've had my own experiences of that on both ends of the spectrum. I just can't think of it right now.
Okay.
But I think if those people were your friends at some point, the only thing I could think of is that it could have just been misplaced admiration.
Yeah.
You know, some people just don't know how to express, you know, like, you can genuinely be happy for someone. Yeah. I'm genuinely happy for people all the time.
Me too.
But that's not always like a natural instinct for others.
Everybody, yes.
And I think when it comes to women and friendships, we tend to befriend women we admire something about them. And so, it could just be misplaced admiration.
That makes sense. That's so good. And I love the part where you said that you love to admire people that you see that are doing things that you like. Right?
I love it.
I'm that woman, like when a woman around me is winning, I feel like I'm winning. Yeah, like that's why I'm like, I love to see women win. Like, I don't understand jealousy and competition. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it.
I hear you.
Especially between Black women. Like, I feel like we understand each other the most. Like
for real.
Yeah. Like, why can't we like be happy for each other? Like, it just seems so simple to me. I just love to see women win. Every time, everybody in my circle, and this is all of my friends right now. I have a tight knit circle of like maybe 5 or 6 really close female friends.
Wow.
And we all do this. Like, every time something happens for someone, you're like, yeah, girl, you did that. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You got this. You're a warrior. You're unstoppable. You know, we speak to each other like, so proud of you. You know what I mean? The women I'm not friends with anymore, they never did that to me. I would do that to them, but they would never. I've had women,
no,
they
I
can't
get that.
ever talk to me that way. Yeah,
I get that.
Yeah, it's hard for them to like compliment me at all and anything.
Yeah, I've had my fair share of friendships where it seemed one-sided.
Yeah.
So yeah, I get what you're saying.
You get what
for
I'm
sure.
saying, right? Yeah. So, but I don't know. And anyways, everybody out there, let's just be like happy for each other. Like, let's celebrate each other when we all win.
Can we do that?
Yeah, please. It's okay. Your time is coming too. You don't have to feel threatened. You know, if you're in the same circle where your friend's getting blessed, your blessing is coming. It's that simple. You know? So anyways, moving on, girl. Moving on. Okay. So this question, I'll tell you why. I was listening to Michelle Obama's podcast. Okay. One of my mentors. Nice. I love her. And I'll tell you why this question came to me. But it is, what is your definition of happiness? And I can tell you why it came to me. So I was listening to her podcast, and she talks a lot about happiness. She does. And she was talking about, there was a podcast, somebody, sent a letter. People send letters, and they were asking her like a question about their job or whatever, and they said that they did some things. This girl like accomplished a bunch of things, like she wrote a book, she did all this, and she didn't get the satisfaction that she thought she would get from it, because she thought it would lead to her like meeting her husband and starting a multi-million business and all this stuff, and it never happened. And Michelle Obama was just kind of like, what, everybody has to see, what's your definition of happiness? Because happiness is when you're not accomplishing things. You can't, because most of the time in our lives we're just doing regular stuff, the mundane things: wake up, shower, go to sleep, go to grocery store, go to lunch with your friends, just basic stuff. Not being on TV, not writing books, not winning awards, just regular stuff. That's 90% of our lives, right? Are we happy in those moments? Like, she's like, we have to learn how to be happy in the mundane things.
Agreed.
And I thought that was so cool. So what do you think? And what do you think your definition is?
I think my definition of being happy is being happy.
Yes.
Like, in the mundane things.
Yes.
Like, looking forward to waking up and to make me a coffee in the morning.
Yes.
I look forward to my morning coffee.
Good.
And it comes back to what I said earlier about it's never going to be enough.
Yeah.
So because it's never going to be enough, you might as well enjoy where you are.
Yes.
Right here, right now.
Yeah.
I'm happy right now. But not because we're filming a podcast. I'm happy because this is fun.
Yeah.
Like, I'm living life.
Yes.
I'm doing cool things.
Yeah.
Just be happy with your life.
Exactly.
And if there's some things that aren't happy, just shift it a little bit.
Yes.
You're not stuck. You can always change the paint color or, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, you just gotta be good with you.
I love it. Yes, that's so good. Because I know for a fact a few people I know that I've talked to, like, they just put happiness in like accomplishing things. Like, I'll be happy when I win an Oscar. I'll
Exactly.
be happy when I become
So it'll never be enough.
musical director.
Exactly, and that won't be
it
enough.
It won't be enough. Exactly.
It ain't never gonna be enough.
Yeah.
Because if you can't be happy where you are right now with what you got, what you know, with the people around you, then when you get to the next level, it ain't gonna be enough.
Yeah, I agree.
It's never gonna be enough.
I totally agree.
Because where you started ain't where you are right now. Still not enough.
Yeah, exactly. It's so funny you said that, because I said that to my friend who was telling me that he's like, I'll be happy when I become this, and I was like, okay, let's say you get there and you get that and you win awards, and then what?
And then what? And you gonna win that award, and it's gonna last 30 seconds, and you're gonna walk off that stage. Ain't nobody. They're gonna be like, "Oh, congratulations! Moment's over. Now what?"
Exactly.
You still gotta live your life.
Exactly. Yes. That is so good. That's so important. It's so important. Yeah, because it really has to be up and like something you practice. And that's why I say my happiness and my joy, it comes from my gratitude, I think, and being thankful and praying and talking to God every morning and counting all my blessings and how far I've come in my life. And every time I just look at my progress of all the things I've been through and how much I've gotten through, like it keeps me so optimistic to hope and belief in something else more exciting
Every time.
coming. Yeah.
I reflect on my beginnings all the time.
Yes.
All the time. I'm like, dang, look where I am. Like, there was a time where living in Los Angeles was just a dream. How could I possibly do that? I don't have the money. I'm in Columbus, Ohio. Like, there's people on the screen and I want to be one, but it just looks so far-fetched. Now, here we are. Fast forward.
Wow.
But it also makes me think of the scripture, like, man cannot live on bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of God. So if you're just seeking materialistic things, oh, you know, when I get this thing and that thing, I'll be happy. Okay, well, that's a terrible condition to put on yourself.
Yes.
Because it'll never be fulfilling.
Yes.
But when you get in that word and you realize, you know what? My joy comes from the Lord, because joy is a gift from God.
Yes.
You good.
Yes.
You can have it every day.
Yes. Oh my God, I love that. I think it was Queen Latifah who I got to meet actually not too long ago. She's dope. She said in an interview, she was like, the joy, her mother would always tell her, the joy of the Lord is my strength.
That's
the
it.
joy of the Lord is my strength.
Exactly.
She's like, her mother would always tell her that.
That's true.
And then she was like, and then one day she got it. She's like, I got it. Never lose your joy. That's what she said at the end of the award. I forgot what award she was. And then she walked off stage. She's just that woman who'll just throw these gems, just say something and just drop the mic and just leave. And you're just like,
because she knows.
She knows.
She knows. She said, I don't got nothing to prove. I'm living my life.
Exactly. Yes.
But I'm going to drop this gem for those who need it.
Yeah.
Because I've already figured it out.
Exactly. I love that. That is so good.
That's good.
Oh my goodness. Okay, girly. Okay. Thank you so much for that. So good. So the last question, I was just curious. First of all, I wanted to ask, it's about you and your husband, because I feel like you guys have worked together on quite a few things, right? And I was just curious. First of all, I wanted to ask how you guys met, first of all.
We met on set.
Really?
Yeah, he was producing a project.
Okay.
And I was a hired model, like background model for the project.
Okay.
And that's where we met.
Wow.
First time I met him was on set on one of his projects.
And you guys just started talking, hit it off, and then it just took off
I
from
mean,
there?
he was just like super cool. And then he asked if I'd be willing to stay extra hours. Obviously, they would compensate me. So we just end up talking a lot that day. He walked me to my car, exchanged numbers, and then we went and got coffee. I don't know if it was the next day or next couple of days. I couldn't tell you.
Okay.
And then after we got coffee, he invited me to his house for this like friend get together another day. And then after that, you know, I pretty much ain't leave.
I love it. I love
We'll be together forever and ever. No.
Wow.
I said that to him. Forever and ever.
Oh, I love it. So beautiful.
Yeah, he's a vibe. So it was like, I was like, this is a good vibe, and I don't want to leave this good vibe. I'm gonna just keep hanging around this good vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. Oh, that's so dope. Yeah, and I was just curious, like, how you guys balance work and love, like balancing your marriage, making time for each other, and then also like work, like, you know, because you're both in the arts and the you know. So I was just curious, like, is it easy to balance both? Or
I
hard
think
sometimes?
I feel like it's pretty natural with us for the most part. We talk a lot. His mom jokes around a lot. She goes, "Y'all the only people I see who talk like y'all don't live together." Cause we just be talking and laughing like we don't live together. So like we're friends first, I think. So
Yeah, which is the most important thing.
yeah, and then we had this really cool conversation too that like we think a lot of relationships kind of bump heads because there's too much judgment. Like there's constant judgment on the person versus when you're solo, you can kind of, you move the way you want to move. You know, if you tired that day, you like, I ain't doing no work. It don't matter because ain't nobody around. You could just sleep all day, eat, whatever, do your thing. And we were talking about that. We were like, oh yeah. So just making sure there's no judgment.
Yeah.
Like if you're not feeling it, live your life.
I love it.
So yeah, we just... And Abai's like the coolest guy in the world.
He
so
is.
it's like,
Yeah.
I tell him all the time, he'll do something simple. I'd be like, you're just so cool.
Yeah. Yeah. I love that. And I told him last time too, when he was here before that, I thought he was quiet. I didn't think he like talked like at all. When I first met him, I was like, does he talk at all? He just kind of, he's really quiet, you know, until I got him on this couch and I was like, wow.
I know.
You
Ready.
actually do talk.
Ready. He be ready.
He be ready. Hey, sitting right here, we're talking about you. Anyways, that's good. Oh, I love that. I'm so inspired. I'm inspired by you guys, you know, for love, manifesting good vibes, good love like yours into my life. Yes. When God says I'm ready for it, because I'm kind of like in a phase right now, but it's, you know, but God got me.
He do.
He does. Yeah, you're right. Thank you, love. So I want to get into this lightning round, rapid fire, I guess I should say.
Okay.
I love this because it's always kind of fun and it kind of helps you know the personality of your guests a little bit more when you do these. And I just found some cute ones online and I found some basic stuff. And then I found some like entertainment ones that I think were pretty cool. So, okay. All right, here we go. Which one do you prefer? And I know some of these are going to be close. So you have to pick one. Okay. Do you prefer cake or ice cream?
If it's Susie cake, chocolate.
Susie cake is good. I had them before. Chocolate?
Chocolate.
I was going to say
all
cake
day.
too. Yeah, I was going to say cake too. I just love a cake. I like ice cream, but if I had to pick, I like both, but.
It's specific. It has to be Susie cake chocolate.
Really?
Yes.
I've never tried the chocolate one. But I think I've had, do they have a, I think it's, what do you call it? Red velvet?
They do.
I did. I had the red velvet before. So good.
Yep.
Yeah, it's good. Okay. All right, girl. All right. Number 2. Would you prefer a beach day or a snowy day?
Beach day. I'm from Ohio. I've had enough snow days.
Me too.
I don't need no more.
Me too.
I'm good.
I'm so over the snow days, girl.
I've had a lifetime of snow days.
I agree.
Beach day.
I agree. I gotta pick a beach day myself.
Yep.
I totally agree. All right. How about pancakes or waffles?
Okay. If it's the flat waffle, I'll take it.
Okay.
But if it's not the flat waffle, then a pancake.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Flat waffles.
You know, like the Waffle House waffle?
Oh, okay. I don't think I've been to Waffle House.
Oh.
Interesting. So they're flat.
Yeah, like, you been to Fixins?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm missing out. Okay, I gotta go to Waffle House
Yeah.
and Fixins. Okay.
Yeah.
I gotta go. It's been a long time since I had waffles. Like, I barely even eat pancakes. It's once in a blue moon. But I have to say waffles too, though.
Yeah, if it's the flat one, I love me a waffle. But if not, I'll take a pancake.
Okay. Interesting. All right. Good stuff. All right. Now we're getting to some deeper stuff here. If you were in a time travel and you could choose, would you prefer to go to the past or the future? Let's say 100 years to the past or 100 years to the future.
I feel like I'd probably go to the past.
I knew you were gonna say that. Everybody says the past. Why?
Because the movies have shown me so much of the future.
Yeah.
But the past is where the truth is.
Oh,
Like, we know
interesting.
technology's coming. We know the flying cars are coming. It's like, yeah, whatever.
Okay.
I want to see what really happened.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. That one, I feel like a lot of people always pick the past. I'm the one person who's like, I know, I'm in between, but I always lean towards the future.
I mean, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it, but
It makes sense, though.
I want to know the real stories.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, girly. Moving on. Now we're getting into the entertainment stuff. Would you, do you prefer or like Leonardo DiCaprio or Brad Pitt?
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Definitely.
For
Okay.
sure.
Actor question here. Would you rather rehearse a monologue or improv on the spot?
Improv all
Me
day.
too. Me too. I'm like, bring on the challenge.
Improv all day.
Yes.
I love improv.
I love improv too.
Yeah.
Even though it can get challenging sometimes, depending on what type of improv or what they throw at you. But I love the challenge of thinking on my feet. Yes.
One thing about me that I know is that I'm very quick-witted.
Yes.
So I just love improv. It's one of my favorite crafts.
And I knew you were gonna pick that too, because when we just had the actors workshop at 3A's.
Oh yeah,
girl, you killed that.
Oh, thank you.
You killed it. I was like, I'm casting you in something.
Cast me.
You were amazing.
Because I'm here.
Yes, I love it.
Yeah,
and
I
I was
love
gonna
it.
ask you too: if you more if you had to choose comedy or drama, or you like both?
I like them both, but I really love comedy.
Me too.
Yeah.
I was about to say that. That's what I see is like so easy. It comes easy for you.
I lean it because life is already so serious.
Exactly.
Like we could do that all
day. I agree.
But being funny is a gift.
It's a gift. I had to agree. And I saw your reel on IMDb, and I was like, I'm gonna cast you because I write romantic comedies.
Oh,
99.9% of what I do is comedy, but there'll be some little bit dramatic little things in there, but it'll still always end up in comedy.
Yeah.
You know, so because I want to do sitcoms, so that's why my writing is like that. Yeah. So yeah, girl, we're gonna work together.
Okay,
for
well,
real.
I'm here.
Okay.
Let me know.
All right, love. Here's a good one. I like this one. Would you rather attend the Oscars or host a Saturday Night Live? Oh, that's a good one. I know.
Oh my God. Okay. I mean, the Oscars, you get to dress up.
Yeah.
Okay, how about this? I dress like I'm going to the Oscars, but I host Saturday Night.
I like it. Yes.
Because SNL would be so fun.
I know. I was so sure you would pick SNL because comedy, you like being fun, doing those skits.
I love sketch comedy.
Yeah, but then I love to dress up too. I love the red carpet. I want to sit next to Leonardo DiCaprio and Denzel, you know? How could I miss that, you know?
Right?
That's a tough one. Yeah, I got to agree. That's kind of a tough one.
Yeah, I'm dressing up, but I'm hosting SNL.
Okay.
All day.
I like it. Okay. I love it. All right. Would you rather play a villain or hero?
A villain.
Yes.
I've been wanting to play a villain.
Yes.
Like that's bucket list. I'm gonna be so
evil and mean. Yes. I definitely agree with that one. That's not something we get to do like and get away with all day.
You know the movie Maleficent? With
I feel like it sounds familiar. I've never seen it, but the title sounds familiar.
I can't think of why can't I think of her name? Anyways, whatever. Just that character is something I would love to play, like an evil witch, but she's still kind of like kind. You know, she has like these elements of kindness.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So she's got layers.
Oh
yeah, those are fun characters.
Yeah.
Well, you gotta kind of peel the onion. 1 minute you think they're one thing, the next minute they're one thing, and then you're like, wait, which one are you? Are you mean or evil? I like it. Yeah. I'm down for that. I'm totally down.
There has to be some level of humanity in the character. Like. Unless they're just pure evil. Yeah. I guess, but then they can't be human.
Exactly. I agree. See, that's what's fun to write. That's where writing comes in. As a writer, that would be so fun to write.
I think so, too.
Yeah, I like that. Okay. All right, girly. Would you rather work on a blockbuster movie or an indie film?
Oh, see. Okay, blockbuster. Give me the big feature.
Yeah.
Because we could, we're going to do indie anyway.
Yeah. Blockbuster. I thought so. I knew you were going to pick that one. And last but not least, would you rather act on stage or in front of a camera? If you had to pick.
I just have to pick. Okay, well, I'm always going to love the theater.
Yeah.
But the camera is going to keep you paid.
Yeah. Yeah. That's true. That's why people do pick the camera most of the time, because they're like, there's more money on the camera.
So, like, career-wise, camera.
Okay.
But for the love of it, the theater.
Yeah.
I don't know if that answers the question.
Yeah. I love the theater. I love the camera too, now that I'm kind of sort of allowing myself to do camera work, because it took me a while to like my face on camera. So I do enjoy camera. I love films. I love seeing myself on camera, but I'm a true thespian. Like, I'm from New York. Like, I grew up on stage. Like, I'm never gonna stop doing plays. Like, I've already decided that.
Yeah.
No matter how many TV books, movies I book, whatever, I will go back to New York or on stage and I will do a play.
Absolutely.
Until God says, come to heaven. Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's in my heart. You know, it's
Yeah.
embedded in me.
I agree.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah. Okay. I love it. All right, girl. So this is the last one. I like to ask this. This is from Inside the Actors Studio. When you get to the pearly gates of heaven, what would you like God to say to you?
Well done, my good and faithful servant.
I love it.
You
A lot
killed
of people
it.
say that. You killed it.
You killed it. You lived that life.
Oh,
Let me
I
show
love
you. Remember this? Remember when you gave me glory?
Yes.
You didn't forget me here. Oh, I'm going to remember you now.
Yes. I love it. Oh my God. Yes. Oh, my
Welcome
God.
home.
Yes. Crying and hugging him. I made it.
Yeah. And you get to
Yes.
see all your family, all your ancestors.
I love that. Well, thank you so much for being here.
This was fun.
This was so much fun. You got to come back.
You're fun.
Really?
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, we got to do this again. We have to, for real. But before we go, I wanted to ask you, like, what you're working on, what projects you have coming up, and where the listeners can follow you.
Absolutely. So coming up, we have our web series called Legally Black, which will be released sometime this year.
Nice.
And then also you can check out my podcast, A Great Life, wherever you stream your podcast and on YouTube. It's a listening space that explores growth and fresh perspective through God's word. You can follow me at Paris Charday or join my newsletter and blogging community at madebypair.com.
I love it. All right. And you guys know you can follow me on Instagram at IOMagic. That's AYOMAJEK. So thank you for being here, love.
Thanks
I
for
appreciate
having
you.
me.
You're welcome. And that concludes this episode of Girl from Schenectady podcast. Please tune in to the next episode where I'll have another amazing guest. Smooches.
Through the crowd.